So I'm going to go ahead and rip out all this paneling, and I gotta put some more wood down to support those front windows. But I'm going to get all this paneling out, and I don't know if I'll reuse this insulation or just get some new, so I'll update you in a bit. Okay, it's really slow going, but I am getting the panel and ripping out the insulation. The insulation, obviously there was a leak up here in this corner at some point, and a lot of it was pretty bad, so I'm just going to go back with new insulation. It's just taking forever, and that part right there is actually tucked behind this wall, so I'm not sure. I wasn't going to take this wall out. I was just going to do the three sides. But I'll just have to see what I can work out. So let me get back to work. I'll show you my little helper here. She's just kind of sitting out chilling watching me, even though she's been barking a whole lot at every little thing that goes by. But alright, YouTube. Okay, so I got both the sides, basically everything pulled out, the insulation. And I started working on this front wall, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to figure out a way to completely rebuild it. It's just all that wood is rotten, and that white part you see up top, that's actually just like cardboard stapled to the wood frame and had wallpaper over it, and there wasn't really any insulation in the front. I'm sure there was at one time, but it's pretty much just all gone. So I guess before I can put insulation and try to figure out what I'm going to use to close it up with, I'm going to have to do a little research and figure out how to rebuild that the framing around the windows. I don't know if you can actually tell on the camera, but the one on the right sags about 3/4 of an inch lower than the other one. Doesn't look like it's really coming through in the camera, but so it's just a delay, but it's going fairly good. Just gonna work on supporting these windows, and I did notice when I was cleaning out, I'm gonna have to do a lot more caulking, because as I was pulling that stuff off, it was pulling on the tin. You can see where it was kind of nailed. I guess there was a piece of wood there at one time just kind of completely rotted. When I was pulling on it, I noticed in the corner all of a sudden light started shining through. I don't think you can see it, but so I'm gonna have to re-caulk it as well. And we got some rain coming over the next couple of days, so alright, let me get back to work. Okay, so after looking at it and doing a little research on the internet, I figured it'd be better just to do some bracing. As you can see, the block that was there, like that one on this side, well, they were held in by like 3-inch long nails, so, and you can't see them from the outside, so I guess they had nailed that when they were building it and then put the windows on top of it, and there's no way I'm gonna get into trying to pull those windows out. And so I was thinking I would come back by with a 2x2 and go all the way across, but I saw on the internet where someone else had, in a different kind of camper, but they stabilized their sagging windows with just putting some braces up. So that's what I've done. I've screwed them in, and seems to be doing just fine, so I think I'll just roll with that. Put some insulation in between them, and then come back and cover that back up with some plywood. Alright, get back to work. Good girl. Okay, so I was able to, with the insulation, I figured I could just kind of tear it off in layers so it wouldn't be so thick. But ended up getting the windows braced up and put some insulation, and I'm gonna go ahead and seal that part up, and then I'll probably be done with this top bed here until I can figure out what kind of wall covering or sheathing I'm gonna go back with, because I also would like to put maybe an outlet, probably a 110 outlet, and then plus run a 12 volt cigarette lighter type with the USB connection. I'm just not sure where exactly I'm going to put it just yet, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and button that up and then probably move on to the bathroom until I can figure out exactly what I want to put up here, and of course get into working the wiring. These are set up to have a 6-pin where it plugs into your truck, and the 12 volt can run, but I'm going to do solar power, so I'm going to get a battery bank and either use a converter just to run off the 110, or maybe set it up for both. I just don't really know. I got to do some serious research because I'm not really sure about any of the electrical. So but yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do that. I'll show you that, and then move on to the next project. Okay, so I got that last piece in place, and I think, of course, I have some gap issues. I'm gonna just use caulk to fill them in, especially there on the bottom part of the bed. But you know, there's gonna be a mattress over it, and like I said, I'm gonna get some kind of wall covering, so that should kind of go over top and shouldn't be a problem. Like I said before, I'm not living in it. It's just going to be used as a hunting cabin down at the land. So okay, so the next project I'm probably gonna get started on is the bathroom. I did put some water in the holding tank, and it leaked in the toilet, and also this little connector down there leaked too. So hopefully I won't have to run all new plumbing, just where the connectors are and have cracked and leaking, but I'll just have to see when I get into it. I also got to get something figured out about that light situation, but that's going to be the next project, so stay tuned, be looking for that video. Alright YouTube, later.